Hello everyone. Let's hope second try I can get the audio to work. I might pause in the middle just to double check and make sure that the application's working right. But regardless, hello again, and I hope you're all having a great first day. In this video, I want to just very briefly, quickly walk through some highlights in the syllabus where you can locate the syllabus. Always the syllabus will be at the top of As You Learn in this top module. There are two different formats. If you click the word syllabus right here, it will open a PDF that you can download, or if you click on this link, which is what I'm going to do, for the video today, it will open the Google Doc. And if you have a table of contents extension installed for Google Docs, it will allow you to open and close this, lovely document outline on the left-hand side. So, which is quite useful. So for our purposes this morning, I just want to walk through, or this afternoon rather, it's 1 o'clock, just a few highlights, a few things on the syllabus, and move on to a course site tour. The welcome video or introduction that I referred to earlier on As You Learn will be the my uncaffeinated flip grid video that I posted this morning, and that's it. There it is. So the next few minutes, I just want to take some time to walk through. All right. So sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that there was sound recording, which it is. All right. So at the top of As You Learn, same information that's in the contact info block on As You Learn is also at the very top of the syllabus. My online office hours may stay the same, or they may change just ever so slightly. It really depends on how accessible I am to folks. And so once I get a sense of everyone's schedule, work and class schedule, I might add a few hours or take a few hours and move them around a bit, but so that I have so that I'm more accessible to all of you. So this is I do have I actually am in Boone, even though we're online, and my office is in Sanford, but I don't plan on being there except for committee meetings this semester. If you need to see me face to face, if it's an absolute necessity, just reach out and ask, and I'll try to figure something out. But my number is that I have on the syllabus and on As You Learn is my cell number. So if you just know that, usually around 9 o'clock at night, I silence my phone. So, but I will, answer text messages, and just let me know who you are so I know who I'm talking to. And I will reply pretty quickly to text messages and emails. So let me scroll down a little bit. The Voices for Change text for this class, it's an ebook. It's a rental text, and I will provide that link later on As You Learn. We don't need it, just yet. I provide links to all the readings in pretty much in the first half of the semester. So, all right, asynchronous class. That means, for those of you that aren't familiar with online classes, which is a stretch these days, we are not meeting as a group on a designated day and time. There will be regular small group activities on a weekly basis, and also conferences with me via Zoom. So, all right. So just, let me know what you need. All I'm going to skip some of these sections because you can read them through. You'll, hopefully read them all before signing off on the Google form on Wednesday. The course theme, digital citizenry, discourse, and communities. I have a lot more to say about the course theme. It's pretty broad. I'm going to confess right away. I'm really interested in digital space. I always have been, but especially how digital space has radically altered not just our daily lives, but and how we encounter texts, but also, and most importantly, how the impact it has had on the learning process. So, and communities. So there's that, and which is a lot. That's a lot. It's very all-encompassing. And we'll do that. We'll explore some of these notions in different ways throughout the semester. So you'll notice something I didn't address in my intro video. You'll notice that a lot of the readings have a social justice angle, and my area of specialty is contemporary U.S. Prison writing, or writing by incarcerated individuals. So I've spent 30 years working in prisons and teaching inside and outside prisons, but working with prison writers and artists specifically. So that informs every aspect of the work that I do. So if you're wondering why, that's why. Okay, so the coursework can be broken down into 3 categories: weekly work, draft work, and the e-portfolio. In terms of weekly work, which is really your overall participation grade, you'll have weekly readings and discussion forum posts. Those are always due on Monday. Peer responses in the discussion forum are always due on Wednesdays. So on Monday, you complete the readings, whatever it is, and respond to the prompts I've posted in the discussion forum. Return to those forums on Wednesday. Find 2 peer responses that are intriguing and respond to and react to 2 peers' responses. It's just a blurb, like in a paragraph. 4 and 5 are more sporadic and occasional. So every once in a while, I have occasional reflections or Google Forms, and I have 2 or 3 weeks blocked out during the semester where you won't have work due, but instead you'll have a conference appointment that you sign up for. So draft work can be broken down into 3 categories: literacy narrative, rhetorical analysis, which is drafts 1 through 3. That is the first half of the semester. The second half of the semester is the multimodal project and drafts 4 and 5. And then the e-portfolio, we sort of sprinkle throughout the semester. We do little things here and there, so that we don't have to just pull it all together at the very end. Okay, there's that. And again, some of this I will come back to later. I just want to give you the highlights. Feedback. Let's talk about feedback and also communication. So feedback will be delivered in different forms. Sometimes I'll use a rubric, not often, but sometimes instructor comments on the draft itself. Often you'll get comments from me in conferences or an audio or a video clip. Sometimes I'll just pull a paper up and talk through it as I scroll down the screen and circle things, and then I'll send that video link to you. But all grades will be posted and discussed privately on the course site. The gradebook will not be turned on until probably week 3. And if you need it sooner, or if then let me know, and I will accommodate you. So, all right. So the breakdown is as follows: weekly work is 40%, draft work 40%, portfolios are 20% of the final grade. So if you're working on the weekly work, then that is usable material for the draft work. And if you're doing the weekly work and the draft work, then you are already chipping away at the portfolio. They are all connected and feed into feed into each other. So, okay. So there's that. I will talk about, grades and assessment and that sort of thing at a later date. But but what I've given you is pretty straightforward. So, all right. Let me scroll down. So that covers everything that I really need to cover today. I do want to return to a few things, academic integrity and accommodations, later, but for now I will end with just a few brief statements about those two things. In terms of academic integrity, I mean, it's if you and we'll talk about AI and all the the minefield that is AI, that has presented itself because of Chat GPT and other things. We'll talk about that later, but familiarize yourself with the academic integrity code, and just know that I'm not interested in surveilling. That's what I'm trying to say. And I see it the way that part of my job, I really feel like it's my responsibility and every writing instructor's responsibility to provide students with the tools that they need to A, to not plagiarize, and B, to know what plagiarism is, to not do it, and also to defend themselves if they are accused of it. So I feel very strongly about that. The vast majority of people that do plagiarize don't even know that they're doing it. And if somebody's doing it knowingly, there's usually a reason why they're doing it knowingly. And there's a reason why. So all that said, I need to make that crystal clear, because not everybody feels that way about plagiarism. They're just, I don't know, bored with their lives or whatever they are. But I will provide the tools to help you navigate those waters. And AI is a whole different topic and a whole different can of worms that we really need to open it up and have some honest conversations about it. So that when you leave this course, you feel more knowledgeable, more secure, and have some extra tools in your toolbox, if you will, to deal with whatever may come at you. So, in terms of accommodations, if you are, if you struggle in any way, and you are wondering if you would qualify for accommodations, then it's my opinion, it's just my personal opinion, in my opinion as a teacher, that if you do qualify for any reason, for temporary or even long-term accommodations, then you should get them. You should get all of them, all the help that you could possibly get. You should have, and it's not a crutch, and it's not a favor. It's a federal law. I feel very strongly about this too. So if anybody wants to talk about, about that process, even if you just want to ask about how to do it, let me know and I can help you. I'm more than willing to chat with you about it. So, all right, that's it for now. I'm trying to keep it brief and I'm rambling on. Hope you're having a great first day, and check out the next video, which will be much shorter, that just walks through the new and improved as you learn. All right, talk to you soon.